Hello, it's me. Welcome to Crafting with Liz from Old Stables Crafts. I am a UK-based independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and it's sunny in South Oxfordshire, although the forecast is for sunshine and thunderstorms. So who knows what the weather's going to be like today. Probably exciting. Hopefully you can hear me all right. Hopefully I have gone live. Yes, that's always good to know. So, how is everyone keeping? It's sort of muggy here, which I suppose is expected as the forecast is for sunshine and thunderstorms. I'm doing one card this morning, but it's an exciting card using the Stamparatus and sharing a few tips and tricks with the Stamparatus. So yeah, let's see if anyone joins me. I'm Billy No Mates at the moment. Anyway, so what can I tell you? The Designer Series paper sale is still on. So if you want to stock up, that's the word I'm looking for, on Designer Series paper, that is any of the 12 by 12 papers that are not specialties, and the Christmas 6 by 6, but not the colour families in 6 by 6. So those are all 15% off. Europeach is, I believe, currently on back order in Europe. So you can still order it, but it is on back order. We should be getting some more in stock very soon. Let me see if I can get onto the Stampin' Up! Website. I couldn't get on this morning. Hello, Claire. But yeah, I had trouble getting onto the Stampin' Up! Website I can do it now, on my phone this morning. So let's have a look and see what Designer Series paper is currently on back order. And I think it is just the Europeach inventory status report, other than the expressions in ink, which is going to be out of stock for a while, I think. So the yes, Europeach is on back order. It's only on back order till the 26th, or the week of the 26th, so it'll be in stock sometime this week. Morning Bee, morning Wendy. Dark and stormy, Swansea. Yeah, I think we may end up that way. We seem to be between weather warnings. So there are weather warnings to the north of us and the west of us and the south of us. But at the moment, we seem to be all right. So, yes, Europeach is on back order. Let's see if anything is on low inventory. Expressions in ink, as I say, is not on sale. Morning, Rachel. It's not on sale, but it is currently unorderable. The hand penned looks like it might be going low inventory, and I'm trying to work out why. No, it's the suite that's going low inventory, and I can't work out why, but that's fine. Oh no, it is the paper is low inventory, so the hand pen 12 by 12 is low inventory. Hi, Karen from a free Victoria. You're out of lockdown. Woohoo! Beautiful day in more ways than one. Well, I hope your figures keep going in the right direction. Ours seem to be scary, but coming down. We're in this let's just see what happens situation. So we're all free. I think we're all being a little cautious. The infection rates did climb. They were over 50,000 at one point a day, and now they seem to be coming down the other side, so fingers crossed. But the number of people in hospital and deaths are still creeping up, but not at the same rate as the infections. Hello, Barbara Ann, just jumping in to say hi. Off to bed as it's getting late. That's fine. I'm guessing you're in Australia or New Zealand. You can always catch up on replay, absolutely. So I'm going to flip down and we can start looking at... I found my little mouse, which may mean I don't have to stretch across. So let's go picture in picture. Not only have I found my little mouse, but it's got batteries in it that work and everything. So our colour combination today is Night of Navy, Bumblebee and Calypso Coral, as much as anything because I'm using the In Symmetry, New Zealand. That makes sense. 10 cases today in Victoria, so all in. Fingers crossed, absolutely. Morning, Lorna. Overcast in Chester. Yeah, I think it's going to be a bit of a iffy butty week in the UK. Right, so these are the papers, which, as I say, are still on 15% off. So good time to stock up. Also, for those of you in the UK, if you want product shares, I am taking reservations for product shares up to and including the 1st of August. I think I said the 1st. Details are over on my website and I will try and link them below. Morning, Margaret. Dull morning. North Carolina. Hi, Gwen. Isolation. Yes, I guessed it was probably isolation. So these are the patterns. And I'm going to be using the Stamparatas. But yes, if you want product shares for the new Mini, the information is over on my website. And I must remember, as I say, to add that to my posts and the videos. Those are UK only because of shipping and stuff. But I am now selling all over Europe. Well, all over Europe where Stampin' Up is. So if you are in France, Germany, Austria or the Netherlands, you can still order from me. Whoa! Right, so in Symmetry, I have done a dry run of the card that I'm going to make. And I'm just hoping it's going to work. So I'm going to leave that there because I've got my Stamparata set up, ready to go for some turnabout. Ooh, come on. Thank you. So I'm going to actually start with the other plate. I have cut a 3.5-inch square on the basis that I'm going to trim it down. Just saying. I do have your product share info, B. Thank you very much for that. If you pay by PayPal button, which is if you're on the newsletter, then it instantly comes down. And I did see your email, and I've just been so busy I haven't replied, and I do apologise. So, as I say, Night of Navy, Bumblebee and Calypso Coral. We're going to go Bumblebee for the first lot of stamping. Yeah, sorry, I just wanted to check that I was up to date with comments, which I am. So, this is a 3.5-inch square, as I said. And what we're going to do is I'm working on this corner here. So I'm just going to turn my piece of card through 90 degrees. But yeah, generally with the product shares, because you get confirmation from PayPal, if you've gone down that way, then I don't generally reply instantly, because the fact that you've sent me money is the kind of confirmation. So 90 degrees, another 90 degrees. This is why I'm only doing the one card today, because it does take a while. Hello, Jan. Ooh, those of you on my team who have joined, and there are a number of you, 4 I think so far, who have said hello. Team swaps. If you want to take part, please can you add your name to the document that I sent the link to as soon as possible. One already has, possibly 2 now, I haven't looked this morning. But although the deadline isn't until August, kind of middle of August, I do need to know if I need to add any more groups. Right, so that's all of the stamping that I'm doing with that image. And I love how you can just build up the image. Let's just straighten that out a wee bit because it's not totally straight. That's a bit better. Right, so I can take this plate out and pop in this plate, which has got 2 stamps on it, although I'll only be using central one once. I'm just going to check that I've got it in the right position. Pretty much. Might actually just reposition this one tiny weeny bit. So all I'm, get rid of the cat hair. All I'm doing is just popping it in the center as much as I can. There we go, that looks pretty central. Then I can pick it up with the lid and we are good to go. Right, so I'm switching now to Calypso Coral. Hello Rose. Did I say good morning Jan? Hello Jan, if I didn't, but if I did, you'll get 2 hellos. But it was seeing your name that reminded me about people adding their names to the list for the swaps. Now I'm going to take this central one out at this point because I don't need it anymore. So that's coming off because I'm only doing this particular design the once. So this is a little time consuming, but it's a lovely technique and it is so easy. And I would say that what I did in order to make sure everything was central was on my on my dry run, I drew a diagonal pencil mark. I am having a very good day, thank you, Loretta. My husband is a little better than he was as well, so he can walk a little better. He was quite good over the weekend, but it seems to be coming back again, but we're hoping that he will get that sorted out soon. So things are definitely improving at the old stables. Long may that continue. So we're nearly done with this, and then we can just do the last set of stamps and we will be done. But the joy with the Stamparatus is that if you don't pick everything up perfectly, you can have another go, which is always good. Right, so I can get rid of my Calypso Coral, and I will actually get rid of the stamp as well. Otherwise they tend to stick to the... I've got the stamp case underneath my plate so that I can ink up easily because it's flat. Yep. So, Night of Navy. That's the first one. One. So just 3 more stamps. Well, 3 more stamps for this, and then we've just got to do the sentiment and then put the card together. So all good. And then I will explain what I'm doing with building the card. But the Symmetry stamp set is, surprise, surprise, really good for this turning technique because it is symmetrical. Go figure. You can do all sorts of amazing patterns with it. But I do love the Stamparatus. If you want to do sort of techniques like this, or if you're, hello Jenny, if you are doing mass production, which I will be doing for a card that's going out soon to lots of people. Right, so that is that finished. I'll just clean up and then we can go on to the sentiment, which is also in Night of Navy. Now, what you may see is, particularly if I put some white underneath, this has stained the stamp because Night of Navy apparently has a red dye in it. I wouldn't necessarily instantly think that, but it has. Right, so that can go back up on my shelf. I've got a IKEA pegboard thing. Right, so I've got the Hey Friend sentiment ready to go. And I thought I had, oh, I have, they're buried. Right, so I've got a little bit of white card. So let's ink up Hey Friend. And so anyone who is in the UK who has shopped with me in the last year, I posted catalogues this morning at Crack of Sparrow. So those should be with you either tomorrow or later this week, depending on how wonderful the post is. I sent them second class, but sometimes the letterboxes that I use are very regularly picked up from. So it's possible you might get them tomorrow. Right, I want my little trimmer to trim down my card. Actually, I'm going to use my big trimmer. There is logic in this. There is logic. Mostly because I'm going to need it for something else. Pomeranian dog. Woo woo! Right, so will that be about, no, I need to sneak over a little bit more. I want to go to a whole 1/16 of an inch, and that will become obvious why in a moment. So hey friend. So that's my little sentiment, and then I'm going to cut my piece of Night of Navy so that it's 1/8 of an inch wider on each side. Get rid of the stick that seems to have attached itself to my trimmer. Right, so this is not quite, it's between, it's not quite 1 3/4, so I'm going to come out, so it's the 1/16 before 3/4. Does that make sense? Hello Audrey, you can watch today, no granddaughter to watch. Oh lovely, away with her father, excellent. So I'm going to come up to the 1/16 after 3/4 of an inch with my Night of Navy. So that big. Is that right? Measure twice, cut once. Famous last words. I think I've done that wrong. Oh no, I've done it right. Whoa! Right, and this dimension is, let's go there. This, right, so it's just below 3/4 of an inch, so I want to go just over 3/4 of an inch. So I'm going to measure it up here. Oh, this is tiny weeny teeny weeny bit I'm going to trim off. It's so small it doesn't want to trim. There we go. Sometimes if your blade doesn't want to start trimming, if you pick up your blade and actually put it into the middle of the card and then move it, then you do quite well. It tends to work better that way. Right. Oh no, I need that because I want to trim this down so that it's a tighter finish. So I'm taking off, hopefully, 3/16 on each side. Famous last words, of course. And then we'll measure what's left. The piece I started with was 3.5 inches, and we're now down to 3 1/8. So my Calypso coral square is going to be 3 1/4. I cut it so that it was at least a square. So this is going to be 3 1/4, which means I've got 1/8 of an inch to play with, so a 1/16 on each side. Okay, pop that away. Right, so first thing to do is to add adhesive to the back of this. So let's go for some seal, which would be lovely if it was going to run. Come on, That's better. I have a silicone mat, a large silicone mat under my grid paper. Silicone mats are great. Thank you, Karen. Silicone mats are great if your seal doesn't want to run for some reason. The little silicone craft mat is great for making it slip round. So do bear that in mind if you're struggling with your seal to get it to actually run. So that's our feature piece. Then for this I have got a Night of Navy card base, which I'm just going to fold in half lengthways and grab my bone folder. Then 5 5/8 by 3 7/8, what a surprise. So that is going to get adhesive on it. Oop. There we go, bit in the middle just for luck. Oop. I moved things, they weren't straight. That's better. So that's that. Then I've got this little strip of paper which is going to go here with this piece of paper on top. This is one of those you just do it by eye. Sorry, I've got a bit of fluff there. So it's not really a measurement, it's just a by eye thing. So I'm going to do both ends and then just go straight down the middle. So the colour combination, Karen, came from the paper. So Bumblebee, in fact this paper, Bumblebee, Calypso Coral and Night of Navy are the colours in this particular pattern, and then the background piece that I've chosen is also in Bumblebee. Just want to, no, thought so. I put it on too near the edge, or too far away from the edge. Thing with seal is that you can, if you don't press it down hard, you can lift it up again, which is quite nice to know. That's better. Just press it from the back. Right, so this I'm going to stick straight onto my card base. Ooh, if it would like to flow, come on, there we go. Once it starts, it's kind of fine. It's when you pull up, if you let it string, then it can ping back so that it's the nib hasn't got glue on it. Gosh, my brain at the moment is dreadful. I think it's still the hangover from COVID. There are two things that I've been left with post-COVID. Those of you who didn't know, I had COVID in February. A, my brain is still not with us all the time, and B, I lose words, yeah. And B, my resting heartbeat is just all over the place, which apparently is a thing. I didn't realise it was a thing until I looked it up. It's a thing. Right, so this I'm going to raise up. I thought it was just that I had COVID and therefore my heart rate had had sped up, but actually it's a thing. It can leave you with slight changes to your heart. It's getting better, but my resting heart rate dropped 10 beats about a month ago. It has gone back up again, but the only thing, what's your resting heart rate now? It's kind of mid-60s. It went over mid-70s. I mean, it was up to 79 at one point. Bear in mind that I used to run. When I was running, it was down to under 60. I think I'm getting over it, Karen, but it is definitely one of the long COVID things. Actually, I'm going to go down a wee bit. I don't want it to be central. Let me just get this, because this is what's going to decide where it's going. So that's going to go there-ish. Actually, I can come in there-ish, couldn't I? Yeah. Okay, so this is going to go... I'm going to put it down and then decide where I'm going to put the... Now there's a straight line in the flowers, so I'm following that straight line. Yeah, it's not bad, but my heart rate is generally quite low. I am reasonably fit. So I'm within normal still, but I'm not within normal for me. My heart rate has always been a little on the low side, as has my blood pressure. The two things are sort of... Ooh, I think I want that smaller. Yeah, I want that trimmed down a little bit on the height. So yes, my resting heart rate, my blood pressure rather, has always been low, the low side of normal. When I'm ill, I think between 60 and 90 is okay. Yes, it is. Between 60 and 90 is normal. But as I say, when I was running, mine was under 60 because I was fit. And it crept up a little. No, I want that even smaller. It crept up a little after I fell at the back end of last year, so I couldn't run for a while. And just at the point where I was about to start running again, I got COVID. So I need to do the running again, and that will then bring my resting heart rate down. But as I say, it went up significantly when I had COVID, and it stayed there. I can track it on my Fitbit. Still not ideal, but it'll do. It's a bit close to the edge there, but it's fine. It's fine. In fact, what I might do... Oh, there's a thought. Right, this is a real cheat. So because the mat has kind of come out the wrong size, my bad. I'm just going to trim it so I've just got a little bit top and bottom. There we go. So it's going to be the same length, top and bottom, or side to side rather. Right, so we're going to have hey friend. I think I'm going to go there. Or shall I go... No, I kind of want it now going off the edge. Okay, so we'll go there. That's where I'm going. Right, so I want a hujima flip at the end there. And then I want some hujima flip here. So I want an edge piece. Get my sticky scissors. A couple of edge pieces possibly. That's high for you. Good grief, Jenny. Okay, yeah, I'm normally about between 110 and 120 over 70, and it's the 70 that's kind of the issue. Oh, gotta stuck that on the wrong side. I need to concentrate really, don't I? Super low is understatement of the century, I think, Lorna. Right, so there we have it. That is our card for the morning. Oh, apart from the fact I haven't done the inside. Let's do the inside. So, might use this one again. So I'll grab that and a block. And what I'm going to do is grab a handy dandy shipping order, a shipping thing, so I can stamp off. So I'm going to grab the bumblebee. $170 is frightening. Hello, Nora. That's fine, there's always catch up. I was just saying that I've posted catalogues today, so hopefully yours will arrive soon-ish. I might actually go along. Of course, now I'm going to get annoyed that it's not going to end up in the same place at this end, but that's fine. I'll just have to get annoyed, won't I? Yeah. Had I thought of it, I would have started. In fact, let's do it. Let's do it properly, shall we? Morning, Barbara. So yes, product share information is included with the catalogues that I've sent out. What else is included? Oh, general stuff on Celebration. I'm sending an email with all my my top picks. I'll send that out nearer launch date, which is next week. Scary. But that will be coming out next week. That's better. You see, that makes me happy. That's central. What else did I include? Of course, there's all the Celebration stuff. Oh, and there's some treats. I included some treats in my packs with catalogues. So, yeah. I decided that if the postage was going to be what it was going to be, I would make the most of it. So I got up to within about 5 grams of the upper limit. 'Cause, you know, if you're gonna spend postage, make the most of the whole lot. Set to see me. Heart rate 200. Good grief. Yes, Lorna, our NHS is really, really good. So there we are. That is in Symmetry. So that's the stamp set. These are the papers that come in the paper pack. Obviously 12 by 12 in the paper pack. So yeah, remember that this is going to be on offer until the 2nd of August. So if you want it, don't forget to order all the designer series papers you could possibly want before the 2nd of August. And also remember that if you place an order of £50 or more and use the host code, or of £150 and you don't use the host code, you'll also be entered into a draw for the mini die cutter. And the offer for this week, the ordering special for this month rather, is a full pack of the Genial Gems. So if you place a qualifying order, you get a place in the draw and a pack of Genial Gems. Everybody who uses the host code gets card kits to make up. So yeah. So there we go. Hope you enjoyed that. Let me flip. Oh no, I'm not meant to be stretching. I'm meant to be using my little mouse. Let me flip the camera up. There we go. So don't forget to give us some likes. If you don't already subscribe, click the subscribe button at the bottom right hand corner. I will be back again this week on Thursday at 3 p.m. UK time. So pop that in your diary. For those of you who are currently overseas, it is 25 to 12 in the morning. So you can hopefully work out what 3 o'clock in the afternoon looks like. Any questions, comments, please leave those below in the description bar. If you're watching on replay, I do always answer the questions and comments. I am a little behind, but I will be catching up with those hopefully next couple of days. So yeah. Thank you very much for joining me this morning. As I say, don't forget to like and comment, share. All these good things really help my channel. So that would be really lovely. Thank you so much. I will pop up my end screen and then I will hopefully see you very soon.